Hi there, welcome to PCM. In this video tutorial, we will be studying logarithms and especially we will be looking at the graph of log x and we will solve some previous year ITJ problems also. So this was the logarithmic condition. So if log x to the base a is equal to p, then we can say that x is equal to a to the power of p. But there were some conditions on a, that is the base, that it should not be equal to 1 and it should be greater than 0 plus the this x should also be greater than 0. So why we are taking a not equal to 1? What will happen if a will be 1? That is if base is 1. See, by this equation we can say that suppose a is equal to 1, then 1 to the power p will always be 1. So if we take this thing log here 1 and suppose we are taking this thing, then we can, like, any number will make this equation true. Suppose we take this 2, so 1 square is equal to 1, that is true. If we take this 3, so 1 cube is equal to 1, that is also true. Hence we are, to avoid these multiple solutions for a single thing, we are saying that a should not be equal to 1. So first is done. Then we want to look at log b to the base a into log a to the base b is equal to 1. We want to prove this or disprove, maybe what's it's called, like. Okay, so we from the okay, so it is very light. Okay, so from base change property, what was the base change property? Base change property says that if we have a logarithm of n to the base a, we can write it as log of n to a base c, common base c, and log of a to the same base c, where c should be a valid base, that is c is greater than 0 and c not equal to 1. So it was the base change property and we have proved it also. So we will be applying this thing. So log b to the base a can be written as log b to the base c upon log a to the base c, where c is a common base. And we can also write log a to the base b as log a to the base c upon log of b to the base c. In this, the c is the common base in both cases. Now just multiply these two things and we will get log c to the base b upon log c to the base b upon log of a to the base c into log a to the base c upon log of b to the base c. See, all these terms cancel and we are left with only 1. Hence this is true and it is a good result. So the base change property is really nice and it has a wide application, so you should learn it. Then we want to look at the graph of log x to the base 10. Okay, remember we can write log x to the base as simply log x. We have mentioned it in a notation that if the base is 10, we don't mention it. It is understood if it is written, then the base is automatically 10. Okay, so we want to look at the graph of log x now. So the graph of, what is the graph of log x? So if we draw this axis, say this is x axis and this is y axis, positive side is this one, positive side of y is this one, negative side of y is this one, negative x is this one. Okay, so first we will be mentioning some points. Say we are mentioning point that is 1, then we are mentioning point 10, then we are mentioning point 100. The graph is not to the scale because 100 would be way ahead of 1. So let's start. Now we start with the value, put x is equal to 10. Then log of 10 to the base 10 is 1. So if this is 1, we have got a point here, okay, and log 100 to the base 10 is 2 because 10 square is 100, so we got a point here, okay. It is definitely not to the scale, so let me remove this. We should not consider this thing. So okay, so it was like something like this, okay. Consider log of 1 to the base 10. It is 0 because 10 to the power 0 is 1. So we got this point. Now just take log of 1 by 10 to the power 10. We got minus 1. Take 1 upon 100 to the base 10. We got minus 2. Then if we like suppose take 1 upon 10 to the power say 100 and the base is 10, we got minus 100. So it is going more and more negative. So if this is a very small number, this, like suppose this is 0.1, 1 upon 10, this is 0.01, so this will tend to 0. So if log x, this x tend to 0, we are getting a huge negative number. So the graph will start from here somewhat, but log of 0 is not defined because we have a property that this x should be greater than 0. So we are just tending, means that x is just nearly equal to 0, and from the positive side too, because x is greater than 0. So the graph will start from here, okay, then it reaches 1, then it reaches 10, and it's go on, okay. So I have made, okay, if I remove this, so this is the graph of logarithm, and to make it somewhat look better, we can, like, now we know that what will be the values, so the graph will somewhat look like this. If I draw again, then if this is the axis, then the graph will be somewhat like this. This is the graph of log x, and to mention points, this is what, 1, because log of 1 to the base 10 is 0. It is x-axis, it is y-axis, and it will approach this axis, and this axis will gonna approach each other, but they will never converge, because x is greater than 0. So we can't put x is equal to 0, as x will be something equal to 0 plus, means what this notation means, that x is nearly equal to 0 from positive side. It is better to like sort of remember this graph. Now we will be making some points. Say if in this case the base is 10, in this case the base is 10, and if x is greater than 1, this is the region x greater than 1, the log x is greater than 0. This value is above the x-axis, hence this is the region where log x is greater than 0. If x is less than 1, this region we get log x as less than 0, okay, and if x is equal to 1, log x is 0. Okay, so we are comfortable with this graph now.